You've probably noticed by now that I have a type. Brown hair, brown eyes, about my height. Joking. I have a type of composition that I tend to specialize in, that I work in most often, and that's called hymn-based or chorale-based composition. Music that's based on the tunes that we sing in church on Sunday morning. Why? Because that's what I do most often. I'm working and playing the hymns and tunes that we sing in church. And that's not uncommon. Artists they don't work in a vacuum. They create out of a need. And, the poet writes what she knows, the artist paints what he sees, and the composer writes what he needs. If he feels like he doesn't have something that he wants, he'll just write it. And there you go. Of course, this was the whole reason Bach wrote so much stuff, because it just didn't exist. Now, I'm no Bach. I don't want to make that connection, but I do write music based on hymns because that's what I work with most often. Today's hymn tune is called The Ash Grove. Comes to us from the good people of Wales, which is, North England. It is a particular form. It's called AABA form. You know this tune, even if you don't think you do. It goes like this. That's the first phrase. And then the second phrase is an exact repetition of that. So there's an A phrase and then another A phrase. And then there's a B phrase. That's the third phrase. Got it? Fourth phrase, same as the first. So AABA, and these are always the best tunes to use in worship, because for people that aren't musicians, they really only have to learn two pieces of music, two phrases. The first phrase and the second phrase are the same, and the fourth phrase, the third phrase is the different one. But they can usually pick up those two different parts. And so we see a lot of our hymns that have this same form, AABA. The Ash Grove comes with a lot of different texts. Sent forth by God's blessings, let all things now living. There's a whole bunch of them, because it's a very familiar tune, a very easy meter to match a lot of texts with. So what you'll hear today is my variations on the Ash Grove. It's actually the theme, a jig, and a fugue.